Hello, my friend. This is Greg Gomez III. I wanted to shoot a quick video for you today. We are doing a webinar tomorrow, or if you're depending on where you're getting this, on Thursday. And it's festive time in our household. My wife just got her master's degree, wanted to go back to school and do her master's program and just finish that up. So for the next few days, I'm actually going to be celebrating with my wife and all of our families coming in from all over town. We're throwing a big shindig. We're having a great time enjoying that. So what does that have to do with you, and why are we in my PayPal account? Well, we had lots of folks that were asking over the course of, as we told you a few weeks ago, we were doing a test launch for something that we did that was pretty significant. It was for our Masters Elite Coaching System, which literally showed folks how to use our very system, the system we use for years to generate up to $50,000 on Facebook in our lead generation process, and literally get paid tens of thousands of dollars to prospect folks into our businesses. It's pretty straightforward. Bottom line is I released it to a select group of people, showed them exactly how to do it, and in this account, I'm going to show you the history report. We were able to take these brand newbies who've gotten started within a couple of months ago and show them, I've got to log back in, show them exactly how it is we were able to do this for their businesses. So long story short, we took a handful of folks, and we literally showed them how to be able to build up their businesses using this process, generate leads, get paid to prospect folks into their businesses, and I'm going to share with you some of the results within the first 30 days of doing this. So I'm going to go to our reports tab here, and we're going to look at our monthly sales report, and we're going to do last month view report. Give this a second to load. And as you can see here, that we have April 1st. Let's focus down here. First of all, let's look at the total amount of sales. Over $40,845 in less than 30 days. Basically, I mean, and you can literally see the progression of revenue generated. First day on the first when we launched this, basically it was a couple of days beforehand, but really the first real full version of it. We had a couple of straggler sales before, but 4 sales one day. Woohoo! Made $411. Woohoo! Awesome. Next day, 10 sales, more than doubled that. Pretty outstanding. $593. A couple upgrades that went through there. 9 sales, $453. Look at this. By the 4th, we had 18 sales. That's pretty outstanding. Close to $2,000, $1,929. On the 5th, only 3 sales, but $273 in revenue. Actually, a really weird day. I think it was one of the lowest days, actually, except for the 12th. Don't know what happened here, but still, 2 transactions happened then, and that was basically selling an upgrade, it looked like. So let's keep going. So there was 3 there. By the 6th, there was 7, $452, 8, $426, 8, $330, 10, $430, 9, $513. Now here's where it starts to get interesting. By the 11th, we had $3,282 in transactions. Now this is some folks upgrading, taking higher packages and whatnot. Again, the 12th, low dollar amount. 13th picked back up. I think these were a weird weekend, like on a Friday or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but we had like a weird weekend that happened. And then after that, refocused the group, showed them exactly some more evolved strategies. You got to understand that this first couple of weeks, basically, in this process was them learning for the first time how to do this process, how to do ads, monitor them, watch them, make sure that they were converting profitably. Basically, a lot of fluff in their numbers here as far as traffic was concerned. And then we refined them, and then that's when things started to take off. We look at the 14th, $634 in revenue. Look at the 15th, 24 transactions, $6,364. Pretty significant jump there, right? It gets better. 12 transactions on the 16th, $564. Nice. $20 20 sales on the 17th, over $1,000 there. 18 sales on the 18th, appropriately, $5,736. The 19th, we had $1,280. The 14th, $638. 19th, $1,000. For the 22nd, $1,364. Again, another day, $423, $6,402. 16 transactions, $726. 2,107, $592, $735. You notice that we don't have any more of these two transaction days of less than $100. Our average daily transactions for this offer, for this program, within, at this time, 3 affiliates really that are running. I want you to think about that. This is 3 affiliates that are doing this. 3 people that I've taught the system to that are pretty much running the gambit with this. This is not my stuff. I run my stuff through a separate account. These are not my sales. This was all of the folks that came through this process and did it for themselves. So you're thinking about it, $40,000 divided 3 ways, divided by 3 equals about $13,000 per person on average. A bulk of it was 2 people because they were the real front runners, but that third person has since caught up and they're doing fantastically well. They're actually running at pace, if not a little bit faster than a couple of the other guys right now. And we're getting 4 or 5 other folks on board to be able to do the same systems and the same processes. Even with a couple of new folks that are just getting started within the last few weeks, we've shown them how, or last couple of weeks rather, we've shown them how to get up online, generating ads, generating leads, generating sales using the system. Now, why is this different than typical replicated systems that are out there? Why couldn't I just use one of those? Well, the big reason is because this is my personal sales funnel. I don't just give this out to anybody. This is something I've specifically used for myself to generate massive amounts of cash over the course of every year. In fact, quite honestly, it got very lazy because of this system. I didn't have to do a lot of work. I just let the system sift and sort those folks interested, uninterested. Let those folks that were interested in what I had to say and offer take advantage of an upgrade. And from there, we basically talk with them on the phone once, and they usually join a program at either a higher ticket level or in our primary businesses. So the bottom line here is this. What you need to understand is that this revenue is pretty substantial in less than 30 days. We literally took 3 people from zero, literally zero, to earning over $13,000 on average from this year in revenue. Pretty substantial. Now, of course, they have their advertising expenses and everything else that goes along with that. But right now, we're seeing about a 1.5 to a 2-time return on their monies on a daily basis. And I expect fully that each one of these individuals within the next 30 to 60 days will be pushing about $20,000 in net revenue for themselves after ad expenses on a weekly basis, or excuse me, on a monthly basis. That's the focus of the program. Now, the point of this, and the reason I'm showing you this video is tomorrow or on Thursday, depending on when you're watching this video, I'm actually going to lay out some of the nuances, some of the finer things that go into this and creating some of the Facebook strategies that we use right now to generate these sales. And we're going to be walking you through exactly how it is we do that. So we'll answer your questions about Facebook. I know there's a lot of training programs already out there about Facebook. In talking with some of the top guys that are out there who've studied everybody else's stuff, and I've studied everybody else's stuff as well. Great stuff out there, great trainers. But the bottom line is that there's a lot still missing from the Facebook environment. So I'm going to go over some of the details. We're going to cover exactly what it is we're doing that's causing this kind of ruckus, that's getting folks the opportunity to be able to go from literally zero, bare bones basics, not even knowing how to really run an ad or create an ad, to generating over $40,000 in less than a 30-day time frame. So pretty substantial, pretty significant, and we're going to share with you guys exactly how we got that done. The bulk of these transactions, we paid out over $25,000 in commissions, with another $13,000. Actually, this is incorrect. This is basically the $13,000 that went to them as well. So the way that these are going now is we actually set up a separate account that we sent those revenues to that actually paid out the commissions in addition to that. So, and that's basically how it went. So bottom line here, my friend, is this, that you're looking at the opportunity to learn exactly how it is we're doing that free of charge. Come into the webinar, register by clicking the link below, get registered for the webinar, and we'll give you all the details. We'll show you exactly how to make it happen for yourself so you can start to grow your business, start adding some more sales. And ultimately, for some folks, we will take an opportunity now that we have a little more breathing room. I've had a couple of folks complete this process. They're good. They're actually doing it now. That freed up a couple of slots for me to be able to take on a couple more folks for this process. So we'll talk about how you can qualify to work with me one-on-one and with my team one-on-one on tomorrow's webinar. But first, we're going to show you how to do it on Facebook personally. So bottom line, click the link below, get access to the information, and let's show you how to make this happen for your own business. I'll talk to you then.